his head, and there he goes. Abyss gonna clean him up.
Olaf goes down. Everyone's just gonna line up here for Lazzy. He's gonna find himself the Quadra. Give it to him. Pentakill.
Priestley with the quad feed.
Gets the ace. Available, just spin to win all over.
That game was insane.
Good evening, Saints Nation, and thank you for joining us here on the Saints Gaming CA channel. Of course, your home for the St. Clair Saints varsity esports team. Bet you weren't exactly expecting to see us once again here tonight, but this did happen to fall into our lap in regards to everything lining up correctly. Of course, we're going to have ourselves a new matchup here with an old foe, as St. Clair College get to go up against Northwood University in CCL regular season action. My name's Dan Banner, also known as Mr. Danner, is going to be our producer and host here for tonight's action. And I'll tell you what, the St. Clair squad has been rather stubborn to their opponents so far, almost as stubborn as my son's inability to sleep. But nonetheless, we'll have to see if they can continue this here. They're trying to go 4-0 in the group right now, coming off of a win, a very strong and decisive win, it sounds like, too, versus Rutgers University Green. And that was a 3-0 fashion there for them. So far, I don't think they've dropped a map at all so far in this entire season. Granted, it's only been 3 games, been like a week and a half of games, but still a solid start nonetheless. And who else but Northwood to threaten that? Because we've had constant battles here with Northwood over and over again. As of right now, I believe the only team of ours that have beaten Northwood in anything is a League of Legends team back in the Drury Esports Invitational for League of Legends, of course. So, obviously, the Saints wanted to get back. I know my Rocket League squad always seem to fight hard, but they always barely get us. Same thing, I believe, with Overwatch, and we're looking to see if this Call of Duty squad can turn the tables here on this Northwood University team, as we're right around the corner from getting ourselves into games. Still just a matter of getting this lobby made and ready. But while we are waiting, let's take a look at our starting rosters. We do, of course, have Sauce NATO. We have A.K. Lavelle. We have Priestley and Brandon for our Saints squad. And for Northwood University, we have Smitzy, Bleepa, Slushy, and the Kiku. And then, okay, Slew's broadcasting this as well here on the Northwood side of things. So, fantastic. This match getting a bunch of exposure. Absolutely love to see it. And ready checks are going across the chat. So that's what I like to see. It means we'll be hopping in here very, very shortly. Of course, before we do end up popping in, a big thank you, of course, to the sponsors that make the St. Clair Saints varsity team possible. That being St. Clair College, the Zekelman School of Business and IT, PC Outlet, St. Clair College Alumni Association, Tim Hortons, and the St. Clair SRC. Big thank you as we get ready to hop in to our first map. It's going to be Garrison Hardpoint. Let's hop into it right here, right now, loading on in. We've seen Garrison a handful of times here for the Saints so far, a map they've definitely felt a little bit of comfortable with moving forward. And actually, before we do hop into the action, new here, trying this out for the first time this stream, throw yourself a prediction. Use some of the channel points that you've earned in this in the channel, and see if you can take the guess properly. And Saints take care of Northwood right here tonight. We're going to find Sauce NATO, but the Saints have been able to at least get control of the point for the time being. We do see Priestley up here one-on-one here with Slushy, not going to go in his favor. Actually, the point getting contested right now. Talking to coach, captain, player Dawson Lavelle, A.K. Lavelle, prior to this match starting. He was quite worried, actually, about this Northwood University squad. Said he saw their matches against other teams earlier in the season, and he thinks that this is going to be one of the teams that give them a run for their money. However, if they can take this, it's basically guaranteed that they can find themselves a top 3 position in the first half, or in the first split of this CCL league. So definitely love to see it. And right now, pretty even game actually to start things off here as we move to checkpoint, or hardpoint rather, number 2 Lavelle going to find himself on the board, and actually Saucenato doing his damnedest to keep himself on this hard point. Keep it safe. Saints continuing to add up on some of these points here. Lavelle barely going to go down to Kiku, and Bleepa going to blow up Priestley, so this could be an opportunity for Northwood to move in. Brandon right there, ready to go. Sauce is going to go down on the point, though. So now, hard point exposed and ready for the taking. Nice little sneak attack there from Brandon. Not going to be able to get by Slushy, however. And with less than 20 seconds to go, Saints are just going to opt to reroute themselves towards the next point. Saucenato going to get intercepted. Do have Lavelle, and we do have Priestley nearby. Lavelle going to try and go right through the car. Not going to find its mark, however. Is going to get flanked upon. And now, this is looking really good here for Northwood. They have control over the points. I think it's Smitzy on point and holding tight. And then keep himself tucked behind the cover. So he's going to be A-okay for the moment. Saucenato going to find the Kiku at least. Turn this into a push. Not necessarily, considering the spawns did go nicely into the favor of Northwood University. Sauce going to go down. Priestley going to at least get one. He's going to get taken down again, however. Kiku going to find or get taken down. Brandon, solid double kill to start this one off. Trying to push on over. 30 seconds left. Well, going to find himself a frag as well. And actually, the Saints have been able to flip over this hard point. Saucenato going to go down once again, but at least the Saints are in position. Can they hang on to this, however? See, Brandon ready to get somebody, however. Lavelle's going to get taken down on the other side. It's going to force Brandon to move, and that's going to force that point to go into the favor of Northwood once again. With only a couple seconds left to go, we're going to transition on over to this next hard point. Right now, Sauce is going to be able to find Slushy, so he's going to have the initial contest, but he is going to just peek out, and he's going to get himself taken down. Fortunately, there for the side of St. Clair. Still completely neutral, nobody on top of it until Bleepa is right there on the side of Northwood University. Going to get taken down by Priestley, however. Got ourselves a bit of a shooting range here with a lot of the Northwood University squad actually up on the high ground, able to shoot down upon the Saints. Going to allow them to get this point captured for at least a little while here. Currently 90 to 61. Of course, in these hardpoint matches, you do have to go to 250 to be victorious. So still, lots of time for the Saints, but this point is definitely not going into their favor as we see Brandon get taken down here by Bleepa. Sauce still trying to contest the best he can, but he's going to walk into two. Not going to be an advised attack in that regard. And with this nice hold here, this defensive hold coming out from Northwood University, Saints have not been able to even completely ignore the point that was currently being held. And it's going to make it so Northwood gets to hop on right away. Brandon, though, had himself spawn in the background, so he really made a mess out of things here for the defense of Northwood. Sometimes it seems like those spawns can be randomized, but sometimes it works for you, sometimes it's your absolute bane. It was definitely the bane there for Northwood for at least a second, as that point, or that spawn from behind basically made it that Saints could actually get a two-pronged attack onto that point. Get it. They get the hard point for at least the time being, but it is neutralized for at least a second. Lavelle going to clean that one up. It's going to be Kiku going down. Taking the high ground, and now Saints actually have themselves a defensive hold here. Saucenato going to take care of Bleepa. Lavelle going to get taken down on the high ground, however. Got another spawn from behind. Smitzy going to find himself a nice double. Help move forward here. It's going to be Lavelle getting jumped on. Brandon gets jumped on. And now that point is in control of Northwood University. Nice little jump shot there from Bleepa. Take down Lavelle. With the next point underway. Still got a minute here. Nice fresh point, and the Saints get themselves a solid team wipe. Able to reposition themselves now. Get some additional points on the board. Brandon going to go down rather quickly, though. Saucenato from above is going to at least get the refrag onto Bleepa. Debating on peeking, and in fact he's going to find the skull right away. Finds Kiku as well, and finds Bleepa. Beautifully done here from Priestley. Can he find himself the ace, essentially? The delayed ace, taking all four of them down. Nicely done, Priestley. But eventually it does end up going sour for the Saints as they look to transition over to the next hard point, and it looks like Brandon's going to lead the charge here for this St. Clair squad. Did they see Smitzy to his right? He is in fact going to be able to react in time. Beautifully done. Priestley caught reloading, going to get taken down, but the refrag going to come out nonetheless. Lavelle and Slushy like ships passing in the night, not realizing each other are there until just now. Finally, it's going to be Lavelle getting taken down. Good defense here from Sauce and Brandon. Brandon on the point as of this moment. Last person alive for the Saints to try and get a hold, and he's going to get taken down from above. Back and forth continues with the Kiku finding himself a double, possibly a triple. Nope, Priestley's going to shut that down nice and quick. And Saints are going to try and regroup here. Granted, 25 seconds left to go. They don't have to force if they really don't want to. Going to give it one more try, but then they're going to end up bouncing all the way back. Saints looking ready to push for this next one. We see it down to the south of this point. Brandon already technically on the point, but at the same time so is Slushy right on the other side. And right now, Brandon's not looking the correct direction. He's going to turn around right in the nick of time. Slushy crawling his way over. Don't peek the other way just in the last possible second. And he looks away at the right moment there for the Saints. Priestley finds himself a double, and then Brandon going to secure one more. Going to get them a lot of points here on the board. Sauce spots the one. Smitzy going to outduel him in this spot, however. Brandon, only one anywhere near the point as of right now. The nice little jump shot there from Smitzy is going to at least get refragged here by Lavelle. Saucenado going to find himself another. The Kiku goes down. Point at this moment neutralized until Lavelle literally just crawling just enough to actually get onto the point itself. Brandon is here for reinforcements as well, guarding the other doorway. Some good positioning here for the Saints to try and hang on to this for at least a little bit longer. Basically can tie the game up with this point. But can they get to the next one? We do see Northwood University already in the north, ready to capture the next point as soon as it unlocks. Well, lots of members on the side of Northwood. They're dropping like flies as of this moment. Brandon's going to find one more. Gets a little couple shots onto Bleepa, but Bleepa not going to go down, so he's going to be able to at least get that first initial capture. Priestley going to find one. Saucenado going to find the other. Does spot Smitzy. Wraps around. Nice shot. Does he take down the Kiku? He's not going to be able to do so. So Northwood hanging on by a thread by keeping themselves in the lead. First one to hit 200. 200 to 179, so a very, very close first game between these two teams. We do see the Saints get the opportunity to move on forward here. And lots of kills going into the favor of St. Clair as of this moment. Priestley with a nice long-range shot onto the Kiku and Slushy. Beautifully done. That's going to give Saints a bunch of points as well. The way it looks right here, right now, it doesn't look like Northwood's going to be able to breach this, so solid job from the Saints. Brandon is going to go down, but Priestley is going to at least go 1 for 1 as he does go down. Lavelle, where is he at? He's going to try and get that player from below, just barely getting around him. Smitzy getting tagged up a tiny bit. Lavelle getting rather beat up, but the Saints basically just retreated all the way back into the point itself. And now they might be able to get themselves a lead here in this game. 2-12. Shots fired towards Priestley, going to go down, but Brandon is still here. Looking to get something started. As Lavelle and Saucenado available as well. Only 30 more points here for the Saints to take this one. They're not going to be able to do it off of a full capture of this point, and the grenade is going to make things just that much more difficult here for the Saints. So Northwood going to take the point for the second. Nice little stun grenade there from, I think that was Smitzy. Going to stun the Saints up and just line them up, knock them down. Brandon, nice little shot there, going to find Slushy. Bleepa going to win that battle, but then Saints going to get the crumbs here for this point and make it so they only need another 12 points to win this hardpoint matchup. But at the same time, Northwood, if they do hold this point, it is going to be the victors in this first game. So a tough one here. This is going to come down all the way to this final point. We see Brandon pushing forward, looks for Bleepa, not going to find him. We have Saucenado though with the refrag alongside Lavelle. And Saints, they are 8 points away. They just need to get on top of it. The grenades are really going in the favor right now of Northwood. The Kiku on the other side, stalling out this point. Brandon swings. He's going to find one. Lavelle finds another one as well. 4 points right now. Saints looking to take this home. Nobody to contest here. And St. Clair College are going to beat Northwood here on this Garrison hardpoint. And what a way to start off this series. I knew that it was going to be a tough one. And the back and forth nature of this game is looking absolutely fantastic here. Priestley, of course, this is his extended ace of the team, where he did take 4 of the players down basically by himself. So fantastic start here for St. Clair College as we get ready to go into game number 2, which I do have the map list ahead of me here, somewhere in my absolute piles upon piles of browser windows. But it looks like we're going to have ourselves, of course, Search and Destroy, but it's going to be on Moscow. So a map that St. Clair has definitely played to death so far in this season and in past seasons, so no real surprises going to be showing up for them this time by. And it's going to be a quick second for Northwood to get themselves a rehost. So overall, a very crazy game. I know not necessarily the hypest as usual, trying to keep myself a little bit down here so that my son can fall asleep, but the glories of casting from home. Got to take whatever measures possible to make sure I'm still giving you guys all the action here on the Saints Gaming CA channel. Now, I think you still do have a couple more moments here. Oh no, the prediction has gone through, and as of right now, looks like the predictions have everybody voting that St. Clair are going to take down Northwood here today. So definitely what I like to see, the hometown crowd really showing up here to play. But now let's see. So Moscow Hardpoint, again, like I was saying, this is going to be a map they're rather familiar with. Let's take a look actually at the other maps that will be played here tonight in this matchup. So first game 2, Moscow Hardpoint, Moscow Search and Destroy. Then we go to game number 3. That's going to be Checkmate Control. So Checkmate has been a little bit hit or miss so far for our Saints squad. And we're going to see it twice if that does end up happening, if it ends up going all the way, because Checkmate Hardpoint is the pick for game number 4. And then if it does all come down to a game number 5, we will be going to Raid, Search, and Destroy. So get the new map in there, and we've seen Raid pretty consistently this season for control maps. Control maps, but not necessarily for search. So it'll be interesting to see if we do end up getting there. This was an extremely close game, so I would not be surprised to see these two teams go all the way here today. The back and forth nature, I mean, that was probably one of the hardest and the closest hardpoint matches that I've seen so far for our St. Clair squad. They hung on to it, clawed their way back from behind, and managed to successfully take down Northwood for game number 1, but still have many more to go. Just getting Northwood's production in here before we hop into game 2. Getting a couple R's in the chat, so it looks like we're just about good to go. There we go. Thank you for bearing with me, of course. Definitely an exciting matchup here. Going to keep the same lineups here. No substitutions, of course. I don't know exactly with Northwood's roster as of right now, but of course, if Saints do need them, they do have Corey SNP ready to go in the sidelines. I know he's still in the chat as well. Well, not in the chat, but in the team comms as well, like cheering everybody on and whatnot. But of course, his view is the exact same as ours, not exactly in the game. No coaching or anything like that happening here. So anyway, game 2 is just about to get underway. In fact, let's load ourselves into it. Now, the Saints, as of late, their Search and Destroy, it went from being one of their strongest game modes to I feel like one of their weakest. But at the same time, it would all been in the CCL kickoff tournament where that happened. Because everything else that we've seen so far in the CCL's regular season has just been Saints basically 6-1-ing everybody for the most part. Now, Saints going to be on the defensive side of things to start things off. Lavelle going to be the first one making contact here with Smitzy, but he's going to get a little bit worse for wear, but move forward. Saucedo on flank duty, it looks like. Shots fired for Lavelle. Finds Slushy, but not going to take him down. It's trading blows, moving forward. Lavelle going to hang on just in the nick of time here. And Priestley's going to be the first casualty, actually. A nice little shot there from Slushy to take care of him there. Lavelle going around as the bomb does get planted. Smitzy going to find Lavelle and catching him off guard a little bit, but Brandon is at least going to go 1-for-1. It's going to be all down to Saucedo, who's going to get caught in the window. And Northwood going to get the first point here in this search and destroy matchup. And basically, as soon as Smitzy planted the bomb, charged on out, Lavelle was right there ready for him. And Smitzy going to win that duel and just swing it over. Brandon did eventually take him down, but it ended up being the 1-for-1. And not going to be able to win this one off of 1-for-1s. With the Saints on attack this time by, it's going to be Saucedo as the carrier. We do have Brandon leading the charge. Did spot out Bleepa. So Priestley in the building. Going to look for his opportunity to get the attack off, but he's not going to get himself the opportunity. Back and forth battle here as Saucedo does find one, but right now, one player in the favor of the side of Northwood until that shot from Brandon, but then Lavelle does go down as well. Slushy getting peppered, but actually going to turn this right around on Brandon. So Northwood, a fantastic start here for this game number 2 as they go up 2-0 in the search and destroy. Oh my gosh, Kiku by a thread actually winning that battle too. Literally like 1 HP. Nicely done. Let's see if the Saints can try this defense one more time here and turn it around. What kind of adjustments will they make? We do see everybody on the side of Northwood all beelining it towards that A site. So let's hop on over there. We do see Sauce back and forth here with Kiku, the 1-for-1. Priestley getting dropped here pretty quickly. Smitzy going to get the jump onto Saucedo. So now it's going to be the 2 versus 3. Lavelle on the flank, and actually, never mind, we have ourselves a 2-on-2 now, as Brandon is going to be able to secure the one shot. Where is Lavelle? He's on his way back. He could get the flank. Slushy going to go down to Brandon. Can they pinch off Smitzy, however? See in just a second if he can, in fact, get the job done. Smitzy actually running for the hills. He might be trying to make the switch over to the B site, or just completely fake him and try to go back towards that A site. If he wants to go back to that A site, he would have made the read so beautifully. But unfortunately, he doesn't have all the vision like we do. So, going to run all the way back towards B. And Saints, actually, the fake of the fake coming up clutch here for Smitzy. And now Saints are going to be a little bit confused. If we're sitting at the A site, they're like, oh god, now what? I have to go and try and hunt down Smitzy first of all, and then get the defuse on that bomb. Brandon leading the charge, may have spotted out Smitzy actually, so kind of know what they're getting into. Lavelle thinking about going through the window, but not going to end up doing so. Brandon moving in towards the bomb itself. Going to take himself to the window from behind. Lavelle gets taken down by Smitzy. Rough spot here for St. Clair. Can Brandon find the kill? Oh, Smitzy had his back turned. Can he get the kill within, or get the defuse on this bomb within the next 10 seconds? I think he'll be able to do so. And Saints are going to get themselves on the board. 3 seconds to spare. Very unlucky there for Smitzy. Hopped out the door and just looked the wrong direction. Best play going to go over to Brandon off that opening frag. Make that 2. Now, one thing other than like the CCL matches that we've seen so far this season may not be telling this tale, but I know when I was looking at the CCL's kickoff tournament, one thing that was definitely an outlier here for the Saints was Priestley's oftentimes negative KDA going forward into this series, when normally he was one of the lead fraggers on the squad, but something has just not been clicking for him here this season. And making himself extremely volatile. Speaking of volatile, that round just got done nice and quick. Northwood University going to find themselves their third win after a good solid double coming out here from the Kiku. Yeah, so far Brandon just on an absolute tear here for the St. Clair squad, sitting there with 6 eliminations by himself in this game, and it's definitely spun around that one round where they did win, and making some of these rounds a lot closer than they probably in theory should have been. And we're going to see Lavelle go down again as the Kiku gets the jump on them. Saints are going to rotate, but Smitzy was thinking about coming on up, and actually Saucedo does spot him. Doesn't quite take him down, however. Brandon shots fired towards Smitzy, going to tag him up a little bit, but not a whole heck of a lot. Going to get jumped upon here by Slushy, but Slushy's going to go down by Priestley. A little bit of backup, and okay, and that kind of exposes everything here, as the Saints are all up to Saucedo, the 1v2, to try and take over this B-bomb site. Shots fired, but yeah, going up against 2. And Northwood going to bring this up to a 4-1. Saints have been 6-1ing people pretty much this entire time this season on Search and Destroy. And it looks like they're Northwood's on pace to give it back to them. That's definitely the weird thing. We see the wrap up here from Bleepa to finish things off, but it's been weird. The CCL kickoff tournament did not go exactly in the Saints' favor. It wasn't necessarily the best performance ever. But then the CCL regular season so far, we've had 3 3-0s in the favor of St. Clair, with Northwood now being the thorn in the Saints' side, so to speak, as it's now their turn for the attack. Taking a look towards that A site, we gotta see if Lavelle can get himself something started here. He's having himself a bit of a cold streak so far in this search round as well. Granted, he may have taken a lot of heat, but he's actually going to hang on to this for at least the time being. We see Brandon Saucedo near that A site, and there we go. Lavelle is going to find his first kill out of the game alongside Priestley, 2 members of the Saints that were playing a little bit cold, finally getting themselves on the board. And actually, Lavelle does not realize it, but he could be right around the corner from taking Bleepa down, but Bleepa's actually going to get the jump on him. Shot from Priestley, not going to connect either, but Brandon and Saucedo going to clean them up. 2-on-1, 40 seconds left for the Saints to actually plant this thing. And there's Brandon. He's going to go down, and Bleepa with a huge 1v2 gets the jump onto Sauce after he tries to get away from the bomb. But unfortunately, not enough time to make that happen. Bleepa, a huge play to take down both of the Saints in this play. Gets the pistol kill, too. Beautifully done. Yeah, now match point here for, or not match point, but game point rather, for Northwood to make this a 1-1 game if they can keep this pace up right around the corner. Saints have to be flawless now, which, depending on which team shows up today, is either pressure makes them go absolutely nuts or they just completely shut down. That's a good start though. Priestley going to find himself an elimination here with that Semtex. Now Saucedo defending the best as he possibly can here. Number 6, Brandon, trying to get some shots off alongside Priestley. Trying to hold Slushy down. He's going to be able to take him out in this situation. Shots from Brandon. Going to take down Smitzy. Bomb carrier down. It's going to be all up to Bleepa to try and do the 1v4. I mean, we did just see him do the 1v2, but to get the 1v4 pulled off would definitely be a little bit interesting, as we do see him take down Priestley actually, but Saucedo is going to shut that down. Saints going to at least bring themselves to 2 points here in the Search and Destroy matchup. Saints back on the offense. See if they can turn this one into their favor. They actually look like they're going down low, so they very well could be trying to make a B push. We do see Priestley making the move, but down below they don't realize that Slushy is actually kind of long. It has sight lines on this area, and it's going to be able to get the opening fire. But Brandon, again, he's just been on an absolute tear so far with these frags. How's he even spotting Smitty from that far away? gosh, these young guns and their eyesights have me extremely jealous, which is probably the most boomer thing I have ever said on cast. I am so sorry, but definitely a fantastic start for Brandon. But granted, Saucenato is going to go down. So they're 4-7. Having a bit of a quiet game, but not completely cold here for Sauce. Brandon going to come around. He's going to be in a collision course here with Bleepa. They both recognize that they're both right there and ready to go. Brandon going to be the first to open fire, and actually, from the window, Smitzy went almost jump scare style, trying to find Brandon, but not going to make contact. Meanwhile, all of the Saints, they've completely rotated over to this A site, and they should be able to plant this nice and quick. There's just been enough of a hold-up here for Brandon himself on point. He finds the Kiku. Kiku's going to take him down. The bomb is planted, and Lavelle going to find himself another, so it's going to be all up to Bleepa. Try and do the 1v2. We saw him do it before. This is much better compared to a 1v4. 30 seconds to try to make this play. The Saints are a little bit more spread out this time. Priestley going to spot him out. Knows he's on site. Gunfight coming down. It's going to go to Bleepa. Where is Lavelle? Lavelle's going to be the last one alive here for Saints, and he's going to get the jump on them. Huge clutch round here for aka Lavelle, and the Saints are going to bring this a little bit closer. Keep themselves in the fight. 5-3, still in the favor of Northwood, but this was on pace to be a 6-1. Saints back on defense. We do see Northwood University making the push towards A, and they find Brandon right away. That's a huge pickoff here for the Kiku. Blinded right here for Sauce. He's going to get himself surrounded if he isn't careful. He's going to take some shots. Bleepa going to find his mark. This one's looking like the end here for St. Clair's run here on this search and destroy matchup. Bomb is planted, and the Saints have to deal with 4. Priestley and Lavelle. Try and clutch this one up. Lavelle gets jumped on by Slushy, but he's going to actually win that one. Priestley is not going to win that, however, as Bleepa is going to take him down again. So Lavelle with the 1v3. Can he ace the team himself and get the defuse? He has to really be quick about it, but it's not going to be the case. That was definitely a tall task, and Northwood University going to win this second game here. 6-3 on the Moscow Search and Destroy. So a solid attempts, but Northwood going to tie the series up 1-1. Of course, best of 5 action here for the Saints here tonight. And the next matchup, I did mention it before, checkmate control right around the corner, but it looks like the teams need to do another remake to get this lobby just back and forth, it looks like. So I'm going to take a very quick break to get ready for game number 3 between Northwood University and St. Clair College. Don't go anywhere. If you've not done so already, be sure to follow us here on the Saints Gaming CA Twitch channel. Of course, your home for the St. Clair Saints varsity esports team. We have plenty of action right around the corner. Now let's take a look at some of the matchups we have later on this week. Wednesday, the Hearthstone team will be playing, but that will be on a different stream. Make sure that you follow us on Twitter to get that update. Then on Thursday, 6 p.m., we're up against Concordia Esports in League of Legends Collegiate Action. Friday, season opener for the CR6 Rainbow Six Siege League, 9 o'clock there. Saturday, as per usual, we're going to have ourselves the classic Saturday doubleheader of CLOL League of Legends, 3 p.m. on Saturday. Then later on at 7, R6 Collegiate Championships Rainbow Six Siege action going to be taking place. Then happy Valentine's Day at 5 p.m. Come check out our Counter-Strike squad once again and face it, CSGO Collegiate Contenders. So make sure, of course, that you're followed to the Twitch channel. Make sure you're followed to our Twitter as well. Get all the updates in regards to scores, team news, and possibly even event news sometime down the road. So make sure that you are followed and everything. So hang tight. We're going to get ready for game number 3. All tied up here between Northwood and St. Clair. Let's see who takes the lead coming up next.
his head, and there he goes. Abyss gonna clean him up.
Olaf goes down. Everyone's just going to line up here for Lazzy. He's going to find himself the Quadra. Give it to him. Pentakill.
Priestley with the quad feed.
Gets the ace. Available, just spin to win all over.
That game was insane.
Welcome back, Saints Nation. Thanks for sticking with us as we're about to get right into the thick of things here with this control map here on to checkmates. Starting things off, Saints trying to defend, but right now after some solid gunplay from Northwood University, they've been able to take control of the points themselves and really wipe everybody down here. We see Sauce going to try and turn this thing around. Actually, I think Saints are on the attack this time by, so that was my mistake there. But right now, huge defense here for Northwood. The Kiku going to find himself a nice double. Gonna shut the Saints down. Brandon going to wait for the rest of his team to show up. Of course, you only have a couple minutes in these control matchups to try and take the at least one checkpoint, as we do see. Priestley finding one. Brandon going to find another. Priestley going to get refragged over. And just the back and forth nature of these control maps can definitely get a little bit chaotic. Nice little kill there from Saucenado. And be able to push forward alongside Brandon and try and get control. Bleepa exposes, and he's going to get himself two of them. Actually, Slushy going to come down and help him in that situation as well. Lavelle going to find one. Now less than 20 seconds on the clock for the Saints to get themselves on the point and stick one. Otherwise, it'll be defense complete for this side of Northwood University. And of course, with only needing 3 round wins to take care of this, it would put them ahead if they can actually hang on to it. You see on point, Saucenado, he is capturing this as of this moment. He's keeping his team in the game. You see timer up on the top, not moving as of this moment. Lavelle going to find himself one. Priestley trying to catch somebody off from the side. Nice little double actually here from Lavelle. Saints keeping themselves in the game here as they get the first checkpoint right around the corner. Can they hang on to this? Priestley going to find the Kiku. And Saucenado going to hold his ground. And Saints are successfully going to hang on by a thread and get themselves that first checkpoint, allowing them a couple extra minutes here, or like a minute 30, to actually move towards this B site. See Lavelle already in the building, and unfortunately he's going to get himself flanked upon. Priestley going to bring this right back, however. They're going to be able to find Smitzy up in the top. We're going to see Priestley try to challenge him. He's going to be successfully doing so. Of course, getting to that B site can be a little bit awkward. Of course, underneath the plane is where you need to capture in this situation. The Kiku is going to get the jump onto Lavelle. Don't ever really expect somebody to just be hanging out there. And it's going to get the jump. 23 seconds and counting, and Smitzy and Slushy are going to find themselves on the board. But Priestley, from behind, is at least going to make things a little bit messy. Is going to end up going down, however. Lavelle going to try and lead the Saints back in. Smitzy taking some good damage, actually. Good shots from Lavelle. But the ones that are actually getting the kill shots are going into the favor of Northwood University, and I don't think the Saints are going to be able to take care of this one. They ran out of spawns, and they are going to run out of time. Northwood University going to take the first point here in this checkmate control. See how the Saints can do on the defensive side of things for this next round. It's right around the corner, just about to get underway. Let's see what ends up going down. Lots of Saints with 4 eliminations so far in that game, but we see Smitzy having himself an absolute fantastic first game with 11 kills in his name. Brandon nearly getting caught by this MTX, but it's going to be the backup here with Priestley to help take down Bleepa. Brandon, even though he got shot first, is going to be successful in taking that. How do you even know that that trophy system was there? Nicely done. The quick reactions coming out from Brandon and the rest of the Saints squad. Looking good on this defense so far. Slushy, not going to be long for this world. Never mind. Lavelle is going to end up dropping here. Nice shots from Slushy. Brandon catches somebody up in the building, or not in the building, in the plane rather. We have someone that's the Kiku trying to flank, but now not going to be the case, and beautifully done there from the Saints. They're going to completely wipe this down. Priestley going to find himself a double in that interaction with Northwood University only finding maybe about a quarter or so captured on that B site. Lavelle from the side going to find Kiku, but it's not going to go into the favor of Brandon as he does go down. Saucenado going to go one-on-one here with Bleepa. Is he going to be able to successfully do so? He is, in fact, with extra reinforcements coming out here from Lavelle on the ground. Going to keep him alive for at least a second. Saucenado is eventually going to go down from the refrag from Kiku, but they're able to at least hang on to these sites for now. Smitzy taking his own teammate down with the Semtex, actually. You hate to see it, but it happens to everybody, that's for sure. Brandon getting himself on the right side of the kill feed this time, and same thing with Saucenado. Priestley as well, cleaning things up here. Doing a fantastic job so far on this defense. Head in lives, and to be honest, right now, Northwood University kind of running out of time. Brandon trying to wait for his teammates to get back around. He does have sights on that B site. Perfect little spot to hide, actually. Beautifully done there. Priestley going to find one. We have Saucenado and the rest of the Saints trying to push towards this A site. That's the only one really being captured, and they've been able to flush everybody out. Priestley going to find one, and the only casualty being Brandon. It's okay, because he's going to be able to get himself back into the fight. 3 seconds left on the clock. Brandon, the closest one near this B site where Northwood University is attacking. Good shot there from Brandon. Can he find himself another? Kiku lying down. A sitting duck here, and the Saints are going to be able to full hold here on this checkmate. Controlled defense and defensive sided, to say the least here so far. Both teams on the defensive side of things winning to start this one off. But of course, we still have at least another 2 rounds ahead of us. Let's see if somebody can take this on the offensive side. And of course, for the hometown crowd, if they want that Saints attack and to get them that get them a lead, they need to get it nice and quick and pick it up as soon as possible. Much bigger round here for the Saints. Brennan getting himself up to an even kill-death ratio. And then Priestley, while having 15 kills, did go down quite a bit there with 12. But still, finding the kills that he needed to, especially in that last round. Pushing forward, Smitzy going to find first blood as he does take down Priestley, but Lavelle going to at least go 1 for 1. And Brandon actually in the plane, double kill. Unfortunate there for Lavelle. He tries to club him, drop a bow on him, but not going to quite work. Brandon right there with the refrag, however. So now that B site, it's open. Can he defend? Saucenado actually from the high ground inside the plane. Beautifully done, able to keep Brandon covered to the point where they're allowed to get to that first third. Then over at the B site, Saints are actually trying to 2-pronged attack this one, with the A site nearly going down, but it's going to end up being the Saints kind of splitting their offense maybe a little bit too much. They're all going to get wiped in this situation. Beautiful defense there for the side of Northwood. 2 solid kills coming out now from the side of St. Clair. Can they move forward on this? Priestley going to find himself another Bleepa. Not long for this world. Somebody wants to definitely get some control of this plane. We do see Smitzy coming around the corner, and he's going to get jumped on. Beautiful shots there from Priestley. Tries to find Bleepa up high, but not going to be able to successfully hang on to it. Brandon still alive behind enemy lines. Maybe catch somebody slipping. He's going to be able to find the one, looks for another, not going to be able to quite find it. Lavelle, however, over on the low ground towards the A site. Good grenade, actually, does make contact. Priestley going to almost get himself Semtex, but he's going to be able to sneak right in there and still get the kill onto Bleepa. A lot of action towards this A site right now. In theory, Brandon, if he wanted to jump down towards the B site, he probably could, but at the same time, he has that high ground advantage, trying to keep everybody on the Saints at the A side as alive and here as long as possible. Sauce low and ready to go. See Lavelle actually as well on the other end, going to be able to successfully hold on to this A point. Saints going to capture it. But can they get this B point? They've done it faster than they did last time, but not by much. You see Brandon taking a long way around, looking for flankers. Is going to at least pepper Kiku. But can he finish the job? He is in fact going to be able to do so. Good little start now for the St. Clair attack. Priestley going to get hunted down there. Nice little job from Slushy. That's fired under the plane. Saucenato really trying to hunt. He's going to end up just getting a knee to the face. And Slushy does take, or Bleepa does take Slushy down as well. Well, the accidental team kill, but it does take down Saucenato in the end. Good shots from Kiku. Headshot right onto Lavelle to keep this B point secured. 40 seconds left. Saints may be looking for an opening, but Priestley's going to get shut down as quick as he nearly got that one started. Lavelle not going to be able to make it outside the spawn. A good little stoppage there from Bleepa. Just really make it tough for the Saints to try and move out. Smitty getting aggressive as well. Is eventually going to get taken down, however. 1 for 1 so far. The Saints are losing lives, and they're losing lives quickly. 3 more left to go. Or rather, no respawns available. It's just the lives that they have in the pocket right here, right now. They need to make something happen. They need to make it work quickly. If they want to try and get there, they're going to take down Kiku. That is a good start, but can somebody touch the point? They're going to be able to get there. Can they hang on to it, however? Not going to be able to do so. Sauce was alive, but the person on the point itself did get taken down there by Smitzy. So once again, a solid effort, but the defense is going to come in strong here as Saints are going to come up short. Northwood going to take a 2-1 lead in this third game. Either Saints make this work here on the defense once again, or if Northwood can stop the spree of defenders winning, they're going to get themselves up ahead here in this series. Brandon going to start things off strong. He's going to eat a Semtex for his troubles, however. Lavelle inside, going to have to run for the hills from around the corner. Here comes Priestley. Try and hunt down, looks like Bleepa. Bleepa does end up going down. And right now, there is somebody on that B site, but Kiku almost getting that first third. Is in fact actually going to be able to get it as Slushy comes in for the capture as well. So they give up a third, but they're not going to give up the point in its entirety. And then as of right now, it does seem to be this B site to be the stubborn site here for both sides. Really having themselves a hard time trying to get a hold of this. Does he see the barrel of Kiku? It is contested right now. No, he's going to run right through it. And unfortunately there for Saucenato, did not spot it out. And all things are going actually downhill for St. Clair. Double cap in progress for Northwood University. Things are kind of falling apart. Lavelle does get one grenade kill. It did actually stop the capture towards that B site for at least a second. And now not only is the offense split here from Northwood, but St. Clair's defense split and getting kind of chaotic, to be completely frank with you. It seems just like an absolute mess, to say the least. But we're going to see Priestley with a strong double kill to at least stop one of those from going down. But a nice shot coming out here from Slushy. I'm not exactly sure what took him down there, but going to blow him out of the water. A site now in the sights. And actually, it's going to be Slushy down bot as well. Takes Lavelle down, but it's going to get refragged here by Brandon, so he's not going to be able to capture that completely. Priestley on the other side does get taken down by the Kiku, but he's going to get refragged by Brandon. Brandon then goes down, and this is the opening. Bleepa is going to be able to take that A point to its entirety, getting the full capture, and because of that, all the Saints are now planted towards that B site. They do not want to give this up. But one thing that they are giving up a constant ton of here in this game so far has been their lives. 9 lives remaining so far for the Saints. Make that 8 compared to the 14 on the side of Northwood. And Bleepa with another huge kill. And that's going to be Northwood getting the double cap, and that is going to be the game here, actually, as Game 3 is going to go into the favor. Northwood University going to bring us to game number 4, which is going to be on checkmate again, but this time for hard points. If the Saints can't pull it around there, then it looks like Northwood's going to hand Saints their first loss in this CCL regular season. Once again, it'll be another, or then be another team, rather, that Northwood University is an absolute pain, to say the least, for the St. Clair squad. In just one moment, we'll be hopping into the next lobby, of course. Switching things up just for a second. But of course, while we do wait for everybody to to get this all set up. I want to give a couple more thank yous once again to the sponsors that do make this all possible here on the St. Clair Saints varsity esports team. Big thank you, of course, to the Zuckelman School of Business and Information Technology, St. Clair College, Tim Hortons PC Outlet, St. Clair College Alumni Association, and the St. Clair SRC. Definitely would not be possible without you, and thank you for your support. And of course, big thank you to everybody for tuning in so far between the Counter-Strike match, the Call of Duty match here tonight, and all the matches that we've had so far in the season or in the past. Regardless of how late and how tired we are, always a pleasure bringing all the broadcasts and all the matches to you day in, day out. And it looks like they're going to take a second here. They have to do another rehost, it looks like. So we're going to need a couple more moments, it looks like, before we do get started with game number 4. And that's going to put St. Clair in the hot seat as they can't afford any more losses here. Otherwise, it is going to be the game. So hang tight and we'll see either the conclusion of this or we'll get to see if the Saints can push us into a game 5. So they might want to play on raid, but at the same time, it's search and destroy. And that definitely makes me nervous personally. It's not been their strongest map style, but we'll have to see momentarily. We'll get into the game, or we'll get into game 4 within another 2 to 3 minutes. Please stay tuned. Thanks again for sticking with us here, Saints Nation. We have finally completed the game of tag, of trying to actually find a lobby that everybody will stick to and actually connect to. And now we are getting ready for a hard point once again. We have right now Brandon on the point here. He's going to be able to take care of Smithy. Can he find Bleepa? Yes, he's going to be able to successfully do so. And now Saints are going to get this first hard point nice and quick. Of course, so far in the series, and game number 1, the other hard point game, Saints were able to take it in very, very close fashion. It was only by about 20 points, however, so for the Saints, this is probably their chance to get themselves back into the game because control did not look very good for them, at least on the offensive side of things. And then Search and Destroy, they started to come back, to be honest, but they just eventually just got shut down. So if there's any point where you're going to try and force it to game 5, it's definitely right here on this checkmate hardpoint. Otherwise, it's going to be game over here tonight with Northwood once again being able to take care of the St. Clair squad. And right now, Saints are off to a fantastic start, actually. 30 points on the board off that first point, and they already have Priestley here on the next one. Smithy going to come challenge, and again, Priestley going down. It's so weird seeing Priestley, who is constantly the insane fragger on the side of St. Clair, just get pushed around a lot more often. It's either just an absolute testament to the players on the side of Northwood University, or something is just off as of late, as he does go down again. But Brandon actually starting off huge here in this play. Oh my god, 7-0 until the Kiku gets the jump on him. With Brandon, the rookie to the squad here this season, doing a fantastic job on the squad, and still has to be a little bit careful towards some of those sites that, of course, did go down, waiting for the rest of the team to come on back here, waiting in the plane. Priestley is going to find himself one. Lavelle going to find himself another here. And now the next checkpoint is actually going to be right in the middle of the plane itself, I do believe, or below it. We'll see momentarily. Where are we? We're actually underneath the plane this time by for this next hard point. And Priestley finds himself a double. Okay, maybe I need to cuss him out a little bit more often, because then he goes on killing sprees. This is what we like to see. Going to find himself another. That's 3. Nice and quick here for Priestley. Eventually going to get shut down. And the hard point going to go into the favor of Northwood, who've brought this game right back, taken the lead, and are looking to try and make a play, make a run with this. Lavelle going to get taken down. Brandon, however, going to find 2. Can he continue forward? Has that pistol out ready to go. Finally an opportunity to get his gun reloaded. Now on the point, getting the Saints as much points as possible. Or could be in for another neck-and-neck hard point here between these two teams. Priestley going to get smoked from behind, but it's going to be Brandon going to get the refrag here. Can he get himself another? He's going to dang well try, but Bleepa is going to take him down. Priestley a little bit far behind. We also then have Sausalito finding himself an elimination here. Smithy gathering up some points on the next hard point. Saints a little bit slow to rotate over, but they're going to get taken down twice. Priestley going to hang on for a second, because right now the rest of his team pretty much have gotten wiped. Sauce going to try and turn this around, however. Kiku going to take Priestley down, but where is Sausalito? Kind of tucked himself inside the corner there. Is eventually going to go down. Brandon taken out from the plane. Priestley going to try and turn this around. Kiku again, he's got this long angle on lockdown. That being said, though, Lavelle comes up huge with a double from the plane wing, and is going to allow the Saints to get themselves on the point finally. Smithy and the Kiku both here trying contest, but Brandon, Priestley, and Sauce going to find themselves a couple of eliminations to keep the Saints with at least the scraps here for this next point. The point coming up next, however, we see Priestley already defending it. It's kind of out in the open. It's a bit of an awkward spot to try and get to. And Priestley going to try and get it started. Going to find Slushy. Good start. Can he find Smithy? Not going to be able to find Smithy, so it does go down. Lavelle does take the refrag, though, and he's going to now hang on to the point for at least a second. But the rest of the Saints, they have the spawns go in their favor to the point where they're actually going to be able to use this building for their advantage. See a couple nades and whatnot coming out their way, but we see Brandon taking exactly the kind of positioning that you want here. Kiku going to take him down, or Smithy rather, going to take him down. But with Sausalito right next to the point, and then Priestley up on the high grounds here, using the stairs to his advantage. Going to turn this one around and back into their favor. Give them the last 10. Sausalito actually finds himself a double. Sauce on fire here on the points, as well as just defending to his heart's content, is eventually going to possibly go down. Gets tagged up a little bit, but hangs on by a thread. Another one, and this time we're going to go back inside the plane more than likely, where we do see Brandon already here. Smithy and Slushy right nearby. Nice shot there from Brandon. Looks to find himself another. Finds himself a double, but he's not going to be able to get the last one. Saucenado, however, is right there to get the refrag. Kiku coming in hot. He's going to be able to take care of Saucenado, but so Priestley is there as well. Good little flashbang coming out, though. Brandon has returned to the fray. And chase him down. Takes care of Smithy. Can he find Kiku? Get the pistol out, why don't you? Take him down. And then on the outside, Lavelle is making a mess out of things here in the spawn of Northwood. Actually, like, making it so that they're completely disregarding the point as of this moment. Huge shot there from Lavelle to take care of Bleepa as well. Inside the plane, we see another battle happening, but Brandon's going to be able to hold. And Lavelle eventually going to be shot down here, but Sauce at least knows the positioning of this player. Going to take care of Smithy right away. And now we have ourselves another battle on the point as well. No, the player actually ended up going towards the wing. A shot from behind, and now we have ourselves a new hard point. With how successful that point went, Saints are going to be able to get themselves in this lead. But can they hang on to it, however? See Brandon again taking this high ground here in the plane, really helping out his team rotate towards this next point. But right now, looks like Northwood University kind of beat them, the Saints, there for at least a moment. Back and forth play here. Lavelle charges through, takes care of it, cleans out the point, sweeps it out, and now the Saints are going to be able to start capturing that as well. Saucenado gets one. Lavelle gets one. Priestley on the board as well, taking Kiku out. And this point is actually looking much better here for St. Clair. Borderline 150 as of this moment. Kiku going to take care of Saucenado. But Lavelle is on the point to continue the capture. Brandon up in the high ground. Going to catch Priestley. And catch Kiku actually here in the plane as well. Slowly but surely shutting everybody down. Shots fired here for Sauce. Going to find one. Brandon did get taken down by the plane. Sauce versus Kiku. Kiku gets to jump onto him. And the next point below the plane is where we're going this time by. Saints had themselves a little bit of struggle here last time we were on this hard point. Kiku nearly going to get himself out of this, but Lavelle and Priestley going to be there with the backup. As soon as Lavelle turns his back, unfortunately, there for him, Slushy is there with the kill. But Brandon going to clean up, get himself a double, and now the Saints actually have control of this hard point. Is going to go down, and actually Lavelle going to get himself naded out. Only one left on site here is Saucenado, who's going to eventually get swept out. 20 seconds left to go. Northwood looking to clean up the scraps here on this point. And so far so good from him until Priestley comes around alongside Sauce, tears through. And then Sauce actually over towards the next hard point. Try and cut off any sort of rotation. Gets the kill on the Smithy right before he gets flashbanged. So good timing there for him. Oh, did you see him here? Priestley going to find himself a double kill actually, and Sauce going to get the triple. And then how about another? The entire team getting themselves swept here in this situation. And he's going to get the jump on the Slushy too. As he was reloading, had himself in a bit of an awkward spot, but still made it stick. Lavelle from the other side going to get himself Semtex. So he's going to get blown up for the time being. Northwood looking to get the catch up here as Bleepa and Slushy both going to get themselves on the board once again. Saints looking to regroup. Right now they got themselves a double. Priestley going to find another, and Saints are going to be able to move on forward. Clean up the scraps here. Bring themselves to above 200 points. Bleepa, good shots actually, but it's going to get cleaned up by Brandon once again. Does he find another? He's not going to quite be able to do so. The Saints already rotating forward. We see Lavelle trying to find Kiku, but Kiku, nice little bob and weave, going to take care of both of those players. Beautifully done, and that's going to give Northwood the positioning they need to get themselves started here in this one. Priestley finds himself a double, though, while also trying to dodge Smithy. Dodges, can he find himself another Priestley? Okay, this is the Priestley we like to see. Gets himself a nice triple. How does he manage to pull these plays off? Nicely done. Can he find himself another? Dang right he's going to be able to. And the Saints in general, firing on all cylinders now. Home stretch right around the corner, and they're not going to be able to clean this up if it's they're not going to be able to finish the game if it's a full cap, but they're going to get dang well close. Priestley and Saucenado both finding one. Lavelle is on the point trying to capture, but at least Brandon right there with the refrag to take care of Slushy. Lipa, Smitzy on the way forward. Lavelle's back here as well. Brandon does get taken down from the window. He tries to make something happen. Priestley from the plane trying to make something happen, but he may have ran out of bullets. Didn't get enough time to reload and actually comes in for a nice late double. And continues to hold this point here for the Saints. And it's all going to come down to this plane fight. And the Saints clean this game up right here, right now. 9 points away. Saucenado from behind, actually. Huge flank. And with Lavelle coming in for the sweep with Brandon, that's going to clean things up. Saints have control. We're going to bring this to Game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Multiple fantastic performances there on the side of St. Clair. Once again, their hard point is looking good. I've never doubted that. They've been constantly putting up like good numbers against top teams here in the CCL on these hard point maps. Of course, it's these other ones that I'm going to start worrying about. We're going to go to Raid as the final map, and of course, Search and Destroy. Last time in Game 2 when we had the Search and Destroy, it ended up being a 6-3 victory for Northwood, with the Saints kind of coming back near the end. But there was a good point there where they lost. It felt like 4 or 5 rounds in a row. So Saints definitely have their work cut out for them. Once again, we got to play a game of which lobby will actually keep us all in one game without disconnecting. And then we'll get into game number 5 to find out the decider between St. Clair College and Northwood University. Please do stay tuned. All right, here we go. Didn't have to take so long this time to get this match underway. It is now search and destroy to close off this series between the St. Clair Saints and Northwood University. I had 2-2 here in this series. Saints looking to be the second team across all Saints teams to defeat Northwood University in a matchup. Of course, Northwood, their programs are solid all around. Tons of strong teams in that organization. The only ones to be able to do it so far would have been our League of Legends team in the Drury Esports Invitational. Shots fired. Saucenato going to be the first casualty as Smitsy takes care of the high ground. Priestley going to barely get a dodge. Lavelle going to find himself on the kill feed. Of course, Saints in this position trying to get themselves further and further ahead here as they're already 3-0 in the season as of this moment. And they want to make that 4. Slushy in the high ground isn't going to be able to deal versus 2. Saints going to start off strong here on raid, getting themselves the first point on defense. A strong round for Priestley this time by having a hand in both of those kills to help get the Saints push forward in this matchup. Found himself 3 eliminations there in that game, so a very strong round. This is the kind of Priestley, like I said before, we like to see. It's kind of been hit or miss as of lately. I know the CCL kickoff tournament definitely had himself a hard time. And earlier in the series, he was definitely struggling, but has seemed to have gotten his groove back right when the team needs it. Saints have to be careful. All of the members on the side of Northwood pretty much around this B site. Just a matter of getting it a little bit closer to the bomb site. A little bit of a stretch here. Saucenato, the closest one to the action. We see Bleepa up in the high ground, actually. Looking for a Saints member to jump on through. Priestley going to take the long flank here. We see shots fired. This is going to be Saucenato going down. First time going down once again. In this game, they're going to try and plant this bomb. They should be successfully able to do so. A lot of the Saints have backed off the site. And Brandon's not going to be able to get that, so it's going to be up to the 2-pronged attack here for St. Clair, and that's a good start. Lavelle finds one. Can Priestley find another? Does Spot have a rough idea where he is, but can he get the angle onto him? Lavelle's actually going to take him down, so a solid shot. He's going to run for the hills as he does have Smitty in hot pursuit. Priestley is actually taking this down. Saints are slowly but surely taking their way down here, but they do have to take care of the bomb as well. Where is Smitsy? The view's going to happen here. Does Smitsy take the right target? He does take care of Lavelle. This means that this site is going to get exploded upon, and the Saints are going to drop this one. Beautifully played there by Smitsy, even though he does go down. Bomb was planted, and you can't defuse it in time. Nice rounds for Northwood University. Might get ourselves a solid shot here. Okay, that's how Lavelle took out Slushy up in the windowsill, taking the high ground for himself there. It did let Priestley get a move on, and they really made it close, but not quite enough there for the Saints to take care of that round. Saints on attack again. We'll see Sauce bomb carrier in hand. Try and go towards the middle, but actually a little bit more towards the B side, at least as of this moment. Neither of these teams really seem to be a fan of the A site, at least as of this, series so far. Oh, looking to make his way through, crawling up a little bit further. And finds the Kiku, actually. Solid shot here for Lavelle. I don't know how he spotted him, but fantastic job nonetheless. Semtex aside, Priestley does find Bleepa trying to make a flank. Numbers advantage here for St. Clair. Slushy peppering Lavelle, but Lavelle's going to be able to get out of dodge just in time. We do see Saucenato does get the bomb planted and does keep his life as well. So right now, Smitsy and Slushy have to try and pull off what's close to the impossible, especially since Sauce just found one more. It's going to be all up to number 5, up to Smitsy. Try and do the 1v4 plus defuse, which is unlikely to say the least. Well, let's see what he tries to do here. He's going to get the jump onto Priestley. He does take him down. And as you see all the Saints rotating to compensate, and sure enough, going to take him down. So Saints on the attack, going to get themselves their second point here in this game. As Sauce had the opportunity, gets his plant down, gets out of dodge, even though he was getting peppered, was A-okay and was still able to assist here in the death of Slushy. Takes him down there. And so what I like to see here in the chat, the squad has arrived to send their energy. Big shout out to Svel Smash for subscribing with that tier 1. Thank you for your support as always. 62 months. Oh my goodness. Briefly on the high ground towards A site, and I think they might have guessed right here as we do see Smitzy and the rest of the Northwood squad, or at least 3 members of it rather, looking to take the routes towards that A site. Grenade going to come in. Is it going to make contact? Very well may. Lavelle's going to find one. The bomb is being planted, however. The Saints are completely unaware. So it is going to be planted here on the A site. Priestley surprised that he was able to sneak by him, but he is going to find Slushy. The flank from Lavelle, or a flank from Sauce actually, did not go in the favor of the Saints. Shots from Brandon trying to defend as best as possible. Not going to find it. Priestley's going to go down. It's going to be all up to the rookie to try and get this 1v2 plus defuse. Spots Bleepa. Bleepa going to go down, but where's the last one? It's all up to Smitzy again. Smitzy right there. Brandon, the rookie, is on fire. Going to take care of this. Diffuses it, and it's going to be probably in the nick of time. This is extremely close, but not going to be the case. St. Clair going to bring this up 3-1. Definitely best play worthy there. Finds himself the double by himself. Get the defuse as well. Beautifully done from the Saints newcomer. Keeping the Saints in the game. And I don't know, this search and destroy on raid is so much better than the one that we saw earlier on Checkmate. No, on Moscow rather. Brandon's definitely got to be popping off a little bit there. So far in this matchup, he hadn't had any eliminations at all, and he finds his first 2 right when he needed it most. And Sauce NATO, fantastic start. Going to find Bleepa. Priestley as well, going to get one. Saints on the attack. Where do they want to take this? Priestley, never mind where you're putting the bomb. Let's just eliminate everybody. It's just a matter of finding Smitzy as well, who's going to take the long routes here. The rest of the Saints here calling him out. That is a fantastic, fast round for the St. Clair Saints. They might be on pace to run away with this and hand Northwood a loss at this rate. Two more rounds will secure Saints' victory here tonight, but Northwood has been an absolute thorn in the side of not just this COD team, but of course all the teams for St. Clair. Toss NATO, long shots. Grenade going to get eaten by that trophy system. Good defense. Long line of scrimmage across the entire map here, with the Saints basically covering one corner the entire way around. Now Saints a little bit confused. We do see Northwood, the bomb on the side of A. They were able to sneak it last time, and to be honest, it was just the outplay from Brandon that won that. That wasn't necessarily execution flaw on the side of Northwood, as it was just a standout moment. But that's actually a fantastic start here for the Saints once again. Sauce NATO and Priestley both going to find one. And now Priestley gets extremely aggressive, jumps on forward, and just absolutely hands his life away. But Brandon does get the opening shots here on to Bleepa. Bleepa gets a jump on him. He wasn't able to win that fight. We have ourselves a 2-on-2 Lavelle. He's going to find Bleepa. It's going to be up to Smitzy to try and make this play. Smitzy has to be careful. Lavelle and Saucedo are on his tail, and actually, I like this play. He's absolutely beelining it towards the B site as fast as possible, but at the same time, Sauce does spot it, and he's going to take him down. Beautifully done, Saints on match point. One more time. Victory in the like just on the tip of the St. Clair players' tongues. But can they finish this off on the attack right here, right now? Saucedo leading the charge with the rest of the Saints. No early picks, although lots of shots fired. Sauce going towards, looks like the B site as of this moment. Kiku had himself a very quiet round so far. 1 kill this entire round, 6 deaths under him. Slushy, even worse so far in regards to eliminations himself. But the Kiku finding a fantastic kill on to Lavelle from afar. It's going to be picked up nice and quick here by Priestley. 1 for 1, 3 on 3. And to be honest, this A site is completely clear, but the nice little flank there from the Kiku, going to find himself another one. But this bomb is going to be able to get planted. And actually, solid job there from Priestley once again. He spots out the next player, that's Smitzy, trying to come in and get the charge. Going to get flashbanged, however, bomb has been planted at this A site. If Northwood University cannot make the save here right now, the series is over. Saints will take the victory here tonight. Saucedo watching from behind, and actually Priestley's kind of stuck within pickle. It's going to be all up to Sauce to try and shut this down right here, right now. Going to try and run for the hills. He wants to just try and get the diffuser, and he's going to be able to take care of it. Slushy goes down. Smitzy! So close, but actually right now, where is Smitzy? Let's get to him. He's actually trying to defuse the bomb. Does Sauce realize that's what's going down? The fake, actually. Smitzy's not defusing, but Sauce clutches up huge. St. Clair are going to turn this one around and make this the victory their own as they take down Northwood University in a 3-2 fashion, going all the way, bringing us up late here tonight. But this game was absolutely worth it. It was worth the lobby delays. It was worth the late nights. Seeing our Saints take the victory here tonight, 3-2 over Northwood, being the second Saints team to be able to do that, is absolutely fantastic. They are now 4-0 in this series, and if I could only hear the comms here from these players right now, they must be absolutely popping off right now. They were nervous going into this matchup versus Northwood University, and the fact that they were able to take the W here today must have them on absolutely cloud 9. But beautifully done, of course. And then big shout out to Northwood as well. They played fantastic. That raid map looked like they were struggling quite a bit, to be honest. But the rest of the games, like, it was dead even, or even on the Moscow Search and Destroy, it seemed like they had our number on that map. But they could not clutch it up. It's going to be St. Clair taking the W today. Again, 4-0 here in the CCL regular season. Starting off with a bang and really putting in a good foot forward to get themselves top 3 in their division at this rate. So again, I've been saying it time and time again, but fantastic here for our St. Clair Saints. Now, of course, big thank yous to go around here for, well, we'll start with the sponsors, of course, once again. St. Clair College, Tim Hortons, St. Clair's SRC, and the St. Clair College Alumni Association. Zeckelman School of Business and Information Technology, and PC Outlet. Big thank you for supporting us here on the St. Clair Saints varsity esports team. And a big thank you to everybody in the chat. I've seen a lot of people come in right at the last moment. You came in right at the right moment and helped us send some energy to the players, keep them going, and giving them their victory here today. So whether it's your classmates, friends, family members, teammates, or you just wanted to support the teams, big thank you. And excuse me. This one was definitely an interesting one for me, personally, as I have never tried to pop off while trying to be super quiet. Literally just right to the corner. My son's right there trying to sleep, so I'm just trying to be as quiet as possible. So if it didn't seem like I was as excited as I normally am, that was probably why. But of course, the perks of casting at home. But I thank you all for still tuning in and catching the action here with me tonight. I look forward to catching the next one. with you. And in fact, let's take a look at what some of those matches might be. Because first Wednesday, Hearthstone team is playing, but that is on a different stream. So make sure to catch our Twitter feed to make sure you catch that one live. I'll probably host the match here on the Saints channel as well, to be honest. Now, Thursday at 6 p.m., we have some League of Legends collegiate action up against Concordia Esports. The first one of the playoff series, I think. So these matches really going to start counting here. As if they don't already. But anyway, CR6 action. This is going to be the season opener, Friday at 9 p.m. Looking forward to seeing how they end up there, of course. Saturday at 3, we do have CLOL once again as the first part of our Saturday doubleheader at 3 o'clock. R6 Collegiate Championship action, Rainbow Six Siege, 7 p.m., the second part of our doubleheader. And then Sunday, be sure to catch our Counter-Strike team as they play in the Face It CSGO Contenders League. And there's still so much action here on the Saints Gaming CA channel, so make sure that you have followed us on the Twitch channel as well as our Twitter to make sure you get the team updates, the scores of any matches you missed, and maybe catch a highlight video or two from our YouTube as well. But with that, my name is Dan Banner, also known as Mr. Danners, your producer and your host here for tonight's action. Big thank you once again for tuning in and sticking with us here going into the late hours of the evening, but it was definitely worth it. And I will see you on Thursday for some Collegiate League of Legends.